The family that we are going to model in this video is one of those unique furnitures that you wish you could have it in all of your projects. It might look a little bit challenging, but trust me, it has a very smooth process and we're going to model it as simple as possible. For that, we're going to go to Family section, create a new family in English template, go to Metric Generic Model and click on Open. First, we are going to set our unit, press UN, go to length section, switch this to meters and rounding on to decimal places. As always, we're going to start with creating reference planes. I will create one in here, another one in this part, and I'm going to create two in these sections. Then I will create my dimensions for this part separately and also for here. These two sections will be set on maybe 55. I think this is a good value, a good size for a tea table, and the same for here. In this section, we are going to set this dimension on 1 meter, and this part will be set on maybe 30 centimeter, maybe 40, some values around this. So in these two sections, we're going to create our tables. In here, we're going to first create it and then we're going to mirror it for the other side. Now let's go to left view. And in here, I will create some gaps for the base, maybe 5 centimeter, and then another value in here for the height. I will create two dimensions in here and in this part. This section, let's see, 5 centimeter is good. And for top section, I think maybe 30 centimeter or 25 centimeter could be enough. So the overall height will be 30 centimeter. And of course, I'm going to lock these two sections. Then we are going to go to this front view. And in here, you can see our tea tables from one side. This type of family could be modeled from one side. It is easier this way. We're going to use a sweep. We're going to create the sweep path and then we're going to add thickness for that. I'm going to go to create section with this sweep. I will use this sketch path and with this pick lines, I'm going to select here, lock it, the top part, and also in here. Of course, we are going to add a little bit gap in this section, maybe 1 to 2 centimeter. Let's check. I think 1 or simply 2 centimeter could be enough because we're going to have this gap in two sides, and 2 centimeter could be enough between these two tables. Then I will trim these two parts like this, and then I'm going to fillet these corners. This depends on you. If you want, you can create very round corners. If not, you can create them very smooth depending on the size and the height of your table. I'm going to go with 60. Also, be sure to don't keep it very small because it might be a little hard for Revit to cut it when we want to use this void extrusion. Okay. Now this will be the profile that we are going to using. I'm going to hit finish and we are going to go to edit profile in left or right view, or you can go to the 3D view. I'm going to go to this left view and in here I will create my rectangle in just one side in here with 1 or 5 millimeter, 1 centimeter or 5 millimeter offset. Let's go with just 5 or maybe 7 millimeter. I'm going to create one in this part and then we're going to close both sides in here with no offset, exactly in this part, and another one will be in this section. Okay. Then I'm going to move these parts closer, exactly to here and to this part. Okay. and repeat it for the other side too. Or you can just simply trim them this way. Okay, if we go to this 3D view, in here we can see how it looks. I'm going to hit finish and finish again. So this is the shape of our table. For creating the round shape in this part, we're going to go to this ref level, and in here I'm going to go to create section with this void extrusion. I'm going to create a circle in the center. First, I want to create a line so I can find the center of this section like this. And then I'm going to make it a little bit smaller than that. Okay, I don't want to have problems in these sections. Of course, you might see maybe some errors, maybe some warnings in these parts. And it's okay if you change the thickness of this table, if you change those profiles, those corners, radiuses that we created, you can simply pass this section. For now, I'm going to make a little bit bigger extrusion so it can cut all of the parts that I need like this. Trim it with the other side. I'm going to split this section and trim it this way too. I'm going to copy this for here, trim it this way. Okay, now I'm going to hit finish, and if we go to 3D view, move this up, we can see the shape of our table. If it's me, I would like to add and change these sections. You can change the thickness, you can change the placement of these parts. For example, I'm going to select these two, form and the extrusion, and I'm going to copy them in the same place. Okay, then I'm going to select one of them. For example, this one. We can go to the edit sweep, and in here for the sketch pass, I'm going to simply delete this part, this section here, and then hit finish. Then I'm going to copy this and one of these extrusion again in the same place. I will select it. Make sure you're not selecting the same one, the sketch pass, and I'm going to this time delete the down section like this, and then I'm going to select this part again, go to the edit sweep, and in the sketch pass I will delete the top part and the base and simply hit finish. Okay, so this is the shape, this is the lines that we created in here. If we go to front view like this, we can simply move it to the part we want like this. Okay, and perfect. All of the sections are set on top of each other, and now we have the perfect section for our T-table. We're going to repeat it for the other side, so I'm going to select all of the forms and extrusion. It should show 6 common elements in here, and then we are going to go to ref level and we are going to mirror it for the other side. Before that, let's just create some other sections that I want to add to this table. For example, let me put this on consistent color and fine, or maybe we can go back to hidden lines. In here, for example, I want to add a road in this part, maybe some legs for the gap we created. I'm going to go to ref level, and in here we're going to go to create with model lines, or maybe we can use symbolic lines. One in here, another one in the center, and I want to create another one in this section, down in this part, up in here. Perfect. Now I'm going to go to create with this extrusion, and with this circle create a smaller section. Maybe we can go with 6. Okay, hit finish, and let's go to this 3D view. If we go to this front view, I would like to move it up in here and up in this section. Copy this on the same place, move it down and down to here. In this section we should have like 5 centimeter. I'm going to go to left or front view so we can set it exactly to this part, and maybe we can lock it too. I'm going to lock it with this top section too. I will copy this on the same place, and I want to also have it in this part. Okay, I'm going to put this on the same value we have in this part, but a little bit bigger than that, maybe just 1 centimeter like this, or maybe less than this. Okay, just to have a form and shape in our 3D view, something like this. If you want, you can change the thickness of this section too. I will go to ref level, and I'm going to simply first select this part in ref level. I will copy this in the center to here. Okay, and then from this part we are going to mirror it for the other side too. If we go to 3D view, we can see these 3 legs in here too. I will select all of these parts, the 6 section that we had for the form and extrusion, 3 parts for here, and 2 sections for these legs. And then we are going to go to ref level. I will use this mirror to mirror it for the other side too. And if we go to 3D view, we can see it exactly the same shape in here. You can either use it this way, or if you want to make it a little bit more unique, you can just simply move it up 30 centimeter, less or more than this value. I'm going to use this move. It doesn't matter from which part. You can just simply select a point and then move it up to here, or maybe less than that. Let's go with 20 centimeter like this. If we go to 3D view, we can see it this way. I'm going to delete this part. Okay, perfect. Now if you look at this furniture tea table, you can see a very unique and modern furniture that you can use in all of your projects. If you want, you can assign materials to all of these sections. For example, these parts, the base could be wooden and the top part could be a glass. For example, in here you can add a lighting or things like this. This depends on you. If you want, you can change all of these materials. You can change the material of this section. Maybe you can add a lighting in this part. As I said, maybe you can add some profiles in these sections to make it even more unique. You can add profiles around this part. You can add it for the back or the top of this table, and this way you can make it even more customized to your project. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and I will see you next time.